are now listening to the Rough Tumble Podcast.
It is March 8th, 2020, and we've got Stephanie and Lizzy on the show. We fired
Lizzy-Bop.
Lizzy-Bop. We fired Stephanie from the producer job, and we hired Mitch as the producer because we didn't have anybody to fill in for that job. So Stephanie is our guest today.
What up?
We never gave you like a proper episode, and so this is kind of your episode now.
Yeah.
And you get to, Mitch is already writing stuff down, trying to talk shit over here. 34 seconds. Thanks for the update. Anyways, so today's episode 2, we're going to be talking about weird remedies and internet challenges. They kind of, I don't know why that fits together, but I feel like they do.
I found so much completely fucked up shit on there. I went on this horrible rabbit hole of people are just really stupid.
Yeah. Oh,
yes, I agree. We see that all the time, like people that come in to see us. I mean, if you've ever worked in a doctor's office or if you've ever been in an ER and just observed as a person, people are crazy. Like when you were there, remember?
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, I remember when I was
that
there.
lady that was in there and she was like, "Wah, la, la." She was like out of her mind.
Oh, when I was in the hospital.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah,
But
that was pretty well.
How can we forget?
I feel
Yeah,
like
how
this.
could you forget, Mitch?
I feel like this carries over. Even I was a vet tech for 13 years,
Yeah.
and I saw ridiculous home remedies.
Oh, yeah.
Do
I bet.
people do like sad things to their dogs?
It's horrible. You will
Oh.
hate
I bet.
humans
Yeah.
if you ever.
How could you?
I could never.
I don't understand that.
I can never do any kind of job that like I can barely do my job that I have now. Yeah, like sometimes I'm just like, God, people are gross. They're stupid.
They really are.
Yeah. Also, we might as well make this a girls episode, ladies episode.
Since we're all girls here.
Since it's the gals hanging out.
And it's International Ladies Day.
Is it
It
really?
is?
It's International Women's Day.
Oh,
No
awesome.
way.
It is.
Wow, Bob.
That's true. Wow.
I
You're
thought-
not making that up?
No, I thought that's why you had me and Lizzy-Bop originally set for today.
No, I had no fucking clue.
Of course not.
So future Johnny came back and put it in your head.
I think so. Whoa.
it's because of all
I
the
like it.
feminist stuff you've been putting
Yeah.
out into the universe.
Apparently, I'm getting sued, or somebody is hoping that I get sued because of something that I posted on Reddit about Team Lloyd Irvin.
But
And-
you weren't slandering him. You were just posting information.
Yeah, so here's the full story is Josh Inger a couple days ago posted something about 2 black belts that were talking back and forth. I feel like I've talked about this a million times
I
already.
feel like you have too.
But
I
they-
haven't even been on the podcast.
yeah, but they were talking back and forth and about banging some girl on Instagram or whatever that commented.
But wait,
And-
who doesn't do that?
But it was like douchey, and they were being like really entitled, like, oh, black belt groupies, like
The
they
only
always
thing
want to
that
do
they
this.
said wrong was like, let's
run a train on
let's
this
run
girl.
a train.
Yeah,
Like that was the one thing that like made it bad.
yeah.
Because like you talk about people that are attractive all the time.
It's for sure douchey and not okay.
But to be like, oh, let's run a train on her, that's kind of disgusting.
That's so gross.
yeah.
It is
Because that infers that like multiple people will be banging the same chick,
right.
and she'll be okay with it.
But that
Or
I
not
feel
okay
like
with
that
it.
kind of behavior is because of immaturity and can be fixed if
Were they
caught.
black belts?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel
They-
like black belts
they could
think
be
they
young.
can do whatever they
like
want.
a lot of them do. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes girls let them.
And that's it. Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Yep.
So what's up, girls? Letting black belts
It kind of goes
run
both
trains.
ways. You know.
So I think about that train when it comes to the guys.
You think about that train?
I'm thinking about this train now.
So my thing is, if I was a dude, I'd want to be first because like you don't really want to go after anybody. And what if you're last of 20?
Yeah.
20, yeah.
Like that's just grossness.
It doesn't
It
sound like a
is.
good time.
You're dipping your stuff into a lot.
There's a lot of like juices and like
Ugh.
pre-juices.
But my point was that he called oh my god. Okay. Mitch you're fired, dude.
That's Women's Day.
I feel like I'm being completely mocked by Mitch. He's gonna open a can here soon.
Yeah.
That's a big
I see you opened yours before the podcast. Anyways, but my point was that like he said this is rape culture, and a lot of people disagreed that that's not necessarily rape culture. As there are elements of it that I think that are like that lead to rape
It's
culture.
a culture if multiple people are in on the same idea and perpetuating it. That's what a culture is.
It's a tough thing to define for a lot of people too, because there's no real strong definition of like what exactly it is. So my point was, and I've always had a strong opinion about this. I've always been loud about it because I think that he shouldn't be allowed back into our community. And but my point was that if you want to talk about what rape culture is, if you think like this is a perfect example of rape culture, what happened with Team Lloyd Irvin and all of that stuff, there's multiple accounts of two of the members that were raping a student and brutally beat her at a New Year's Eve party. And I need to go back and like look exactly at what happened to that, but they're like completely out of the community, blah, 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 blah. All these things, terrible things happen. I started posting about it. Somebody's now like, I hope you get sued.
I wish we could get those girls on this
whatever.
podcast to actually talk about their experience.
Yeah, I should go back and start looking at it, but I also like, I don't want to beat a dead horse about
It's not
it
beating
too,
a dead
you know?
horse because it's not even something that's out in the open in the BJJ community.
What pisses me off is like, so all he did was like, the dude bought teamlloydirvinrape.com and tried to bury all of this in the SEO. I would be fine. Like, you know, if he was completely acquitted and came out and was like, you know what, there's some fucked up things happened with my team and we kind of fell apart and I want to like regroup and try to do this. And I don't know. I don't even know then if I would like his excuse, the documented excuse was she's a freak was why like all of that happened. I can't see a world where like any of what happened was okay. And people, because he was acquitted, people want to say that like.
So you made a post on Reddit about this, and multiple people commented, and most of them, I read through a lot of the comments yesterday.
There's a lot of positive.
Yeah. And some people had some
feedback.
really good ideas on the definition of what rape culture actually means. I mean, I guess there's no like actual definition, but what they were saying actually, it made a lot of sense. Because people have a hard time defining like the culture. Like, what is a culture? It's like the system of people getting together with the same idea and perpetuating this idea to where it becomes a norm.
Yeah. My point was pretty simple about it. It was like a documented sexual abuser leading a team of sexual abusers is rape culture. I mean, encouraging that kind of behavior.
This kind of reminds me, I just got to reading this book by Ronan Farrow, and it's called Catch and Kill, Lie Spies, and Conspiracy Theories to Protect Predators.
About, it's Woody
about,
Allen, right?
Well, no, it's actually about Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, and all these guys that are what you're saying. So one of the things Weinstein would do is when he found out about information against him, he would purchase it to shut it down. And all these guys were backing him like, oh, well, it's just how they roll, you know. And
protecting him.
They had all these women sign NDAs of, you know, sometimes millions of dollars going, all right, yeah, I raped you and I hit you, but, you know.
Now I can't say anything.
I don't think I've necessarily had to go to any length to hide a behavior that I have.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
not a
Like, that I've
rapist.
done. Well, I know, but I'm saying like, don't you think that alone is something wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these people are buying up
But see,
the
when people
websites
don't have a
trying to hide
conscience,
it.
when they don't have a conscience, it doesn't bother them.
Yeah.
It's like almost having when you have a toddler that's doing something, all of a sudden they hide it in their couch, like, oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like
It never happened.
Yeah, if you don't see it, it's not there.
Well, look
Yeah.
at the
Not real.
president we have at the moment. Sorry to make it political, but like,
Well,
making
that
it-
was a big thing in the
like
in
if
the
it's okay
Reddit,
to
too.
grab someone's pussy and like, oh, ha ha, like,
Yeah.
it was blah blah blah. I mean, what do you think? What kind of culture does that foster?
It fostered a huge number of people thinking it was okay to do it because he said it.
Right.
Or
He's the president of the United States. Oh, it has to be right.
Yeah.
No big deal. He's got a lot of money. He can cover it up.
there's a lot of there, and this goes into what we're talking about here in a few minutes. There are a lot of really subpar intelligent people. Like there's
Yes.
a lot of not smart people.
Well,
And I'm
there's
not
a
saying,
lot of intelligent people that get away with a lot of things.
Yeah,
and
and
think
there's
that it's okay.
and I'm not saying. Let me rephrase, because I don't want to attack anybody.
We're gonna attack everybody.
There are a lot of intelligent people that
We are
support.
here.
There's a lot of intelligent people that support our president. There are a lot of good people that support our president.
And I wasn't-
right. No, I
Right,
understand, but
yeah.
I want to preface what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And I don't think that everybody that supports the president is tremendously stupid, but I think that the tremendously stupid and the tremendously impressionable are going to do what they see and what they see our leader doing. And so, that's what makes it okay. What makes it okay? I don't think that it's a lot of smart people that are seeing his actions and saying,
Well, let's
"That's
just
okay
say
for me
this:
to do."
most incels that exist
Yeah.
in the United
This-
States
okay,
right
this
now
is true.
support President
And
Trump.
there's a lot
That's
of-
all I have to say. I'm out.
There's a lot of incels that are like really intelligent people too.
Right. But
That's such a weird
one part of the brain
fucking
is
subgroup.
right.
That's another one we should dive into. Now, I don't even know if we can. That's
like a whole nother podcast.
well, they get like into there's like school like shootings, mass shootings because of incels.
They're gonna
and
find
like,
this podcast and be like, okay, this is
Yeah.
our next target.
I don't know if I want to dive down that hole.
Everybody just Google incel.
Okay, but the last thing that I'll say about it is, Team Lloyd Irvin, fuck off, come at me. I don't give a fuck. You can sue me. You're not gonna get shit. Like,
Johnny doesn't have anything.
yeah,
I work for
Don't do
free.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, sue me. Whatever. All right. Anyways, on to our episode. We have some other stuff going on. I also wanted to I wanted to dedicate this episode to my good friend that passed away,
Yeah.
Jeff. And if I know anything about Jeff, like, he would want this episode to be as silly and ridiculous as possible.
Yes.
And he would probably prefer that we just made noises the whole time and sang songs.
Mitch isn't on though, so
Yeah, that's actually why we kicked Mitch off.
yeah.
But anyways, much love out to everybody involved with that.
Rest in
And,
peace, Jeff.
Yeah, we love you. But anyways, getting on to the silliness of this episode now for Jeff. But we had weird remedies. Let's go. Give me one.
Okay, well, we can start with my first one I came across, which I thought was really odd. So these are just home wellness remedies, or people believe, or they do. And so there is a company called Cowpathy, and they have products that are made with
From cows?
Yeah, I remember.
cow
you saying-
urine
Yeah.
and
Oh.
dried and pulverized cow dung
Okay.
and orange peel, lavender, and I think gooseberries.
Gooseberries.
And you can have it as a toothpaste, which
Whoa.
What?
That's insane.
Wait. Do they feed the cow gooseberries, or is it
no,
like
it's
the gooseberries
kinda-
are mixed in
the
afterwards?
gooseberries and the lavender and orange peel, I guess, for flavor. I
Okay.
don't
So
know.
what is it in cow dung that's supposed to have these cleaning properties for your teeth?
Well, it's not even your teeth. You can use it as a hair oil, a floor cleaner, a facial cream,
What?
a shaving cream,
That's
a
versatile.
soap, and a shampoo.
Holy shit. It's like apple
That
cider
reminds-
vinegar.
Yeah, yeah. Apple cider vinegar. That's probably in a lot of these remedies.
Well, it seems to be primarily in like India or in
Yes,
Mumbai.
I know
I'm-
they make their houses out of, or not their There's some people that make like the surfaces of buildings out of cow dung. I've heard that.
Well, and then there's I think it's Hinduism. I'm not 100% that, cows are sacred. But they're saying that the dung or cow poo is known for antibacterial,
That's insane.
properties.
Well, they eat it like what's their diet? Like a lot of grass,
Yes.
right? So,
And it can be used as a body pack for detoxification to prevent skin illnesses and pimples. And urine is blessed with disinfectant properties.
Blessed.
blessed
Hashtag
cows.
blessed.
Yeah. That reminds me of kind of okay, this is one I've always been curious about is the what is it, like henna placenta that girls get for their hair. It's like goat placenta.
Henna.
Is that all
henna.
it's called?
It's just a henna dye.
Yeah.
But it's like placenta.
You can
right?
put
Like
placenta. I guess it has like
that's the afterbirth of a goat, right? That's what we're talking about.
goat?
Yeah, that's what I thought that they used was like
some cultures actually use after people have babies, they'll use that placenta and make it into a pate, or
I've heard like the pills,
or they use it into a facial cream. And
I don't know any science behind any of that.
I don't either. That's kind of what I'm questioning. Is like, is this
none of the doctors agreed with the whole cow dung and urine.
Can I just point out, Mitch, you're doing a really great job being quiet over there and occupying yourself.
That's
Just trying to
fantastic.
make Lizzie happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, man. This is gonna be Rachel's favorite episode.
Yeah. Rachel. I keep telling Johnny the reason I love Rachel so much is the first thing she said to Mitch was, Mitch, the most annoying half of the Rough Tumble podcast.
Mitch gets such a bad rap. I love you,
I
Mitch,
was like,
bro.
yes.
You're such
Somebody loves me.
you're such a good and like
Job when I got here today.
you're 100%. You know what? I'm all about anybody that's 100% on board, That's like
Mitch is a pure soul, everyone.
yeah.
He really has good
This
intentions.
whole podcast was my idea.
Yeah, it really was.
I've been kicked off it like 6 times.
Yeah. And
We got to give the people what they want, Mitch.
you know what? When I came up and we haven't even announced this. I feel like a bad friend. Mitch had his baby this week.
Whoa, yeah.
God bless it.
It's easy to forget when you guys are doing nothing but hating on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I did feel bad when you walked in and we're just like, why are you
Yeah.
here?
He wasn't we thought he wasn't going to be here.
And the sad part is I'm still here because I have no place else to go. So
we thought that he wasn't going to be here because of the baby, and like we had planned on doing one on Wednesday since the baby came early. Me and Stephanie were like, let's just wait for Sunday. We'll get Lizzy-Bop on and we'll do an episode. And then Mitch just randomly shows up as we are getting ready for
I
the
saw a
episode.
reflection in your truck and I was like, huh. And then I kept seeing the reflection. I was like, Mitch is here.
Yeah. And so he showed up. I mean, like, dude, good on you. You didn't have to show up. Love you.
We appreciate you.
But anyways, whenever I came up and
We
saw...
appreciate you being quiet.
I saw Mitch at the hospital to come up and see the baby.
The baby is so cute and just like pure.
You know what? Like
just like
most
a bundle of pureness.
brand new borns, like kind of look like aliens.
I didn't think she looked like
she
an
didn't
alien.
at all. She looked like the little Pampers
she was
models.
C-section baby. She didn't come out of the tutu.
Oh, is that why? Like
Oh.
suction cups their head into like a cone
They have
head.
a cone head, yeah.
Is that really why?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it'll go
I
down.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, both my kids had a 1/2 inch, so I don't even count that because that's the cone.
Whoa.
Do you think that does something permanently with the size of
If
their
they
head or
use
anything like
forceps,
later?
It can, but no. People
No.
don't use forceps anymore.
No, because
We are the cone heads.
so I actually learned this when my son
My
was,
name is Belzar.
I knew you would know quotes of that
Of
movie.
course.
Yeah, so when their skulls are still forming, they'll mold.
They have the soft spot. I knew like
Well,
go ahead.
Well, Del, my kid, was born, he had torticollis, so it's like a severe crick in the neck,
Uh-huh.
and he had a flattening of the back of his head.
Oh,
So
wow.
he had to wear a helmet for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
seen like it's kind of like a half like a
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And so what that does is it puts pressure on the front and lets the back continue
How do
to
you bring the
form.
internet up here?
You just click on way to interrupt the podcast. We were just complimenting you on doing so well.
I kind of want to have your producer.
Click down on the Safari tab.
I can't find the mouse disappeared.
Oh, go down because you're on the up screen.
Yeah.
I
Go
can't
down.
wait to edit all this out.
Yeah, there you go.
Lindsay's like, I can't wait to edit Mitch out of this episode.
Like Lizzie's
It's
gonna
my
do
goal.
any editing. You can't
Right.
wait for me to click on the
So-
Safari.
Yeah.
Anyway.
When they're 2
Yeah.
is when their head will fully form.
Oh,
And so
2.
during that time, they described it to me like a puzzle. So like all the pieces start to fit together.
Okay. So at 2, that's it. The head is formed. There's
It's
no
from
going
what my
back.
understanding.
Oh,
But
man, that's
I'm
scary.
sure I'll be corrected by any of our doctor friends.
So
Sorry,
if
sorry,
they like,
Hillary.
if they fall on their head, it'll be cool because the bones will be like, that's it. No more like indents.
Well, you don't really want to drop your toddler on it. Like,
I remember I like
whoopsie.
I was walking on my I was just like I don't know walking I guess, and I fell off and hit the coffee table and like busted my lip open. And I always wonder what if it had been my head.
How old were you?
Would I be here today? I think I was like 3. Or
You
something.
were walking? Oh, you'd be fine. Are you kidding me? You've heard
What?
about what I did.
Well, you're different.
I jumped off of a couch and landed head first on the corner of a coffee table. Not even kidding. Like dive bombed.
I was what they called shoe skating on a little patch of ice, and I slipped
Yeah.
and hit concrete, and I ended up with 30 stitches in my eye.
We had a
That's
kid that
insane.
did that. There's always one kid. You were that kid.
I was in the 1st grade. Yeah, my brother was like, I could see your eyeball.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had to have
Yeah.
like 20 inside and 10 on the out. Like I have an indentation right here. It's crazy.
Here's cone heads.
Yes.
So that's it. We should do an episode.
You are not allowed to see Ronnie anymore.
Lizzie's got all these fucking weird.
That was my favorite.
Movies.
One of my favorite movies growing up.
It's such a weird movie to be in
That
love with.
scene. That's the scene where he's like getting his dental caps on, and he like opens his mouth.
I just always remember the
Yeah. We should do an episode on just all of our like collective weird like almost dying.
When she goes to
or
the supermarket and she sees
horrible.
the eggplant, she's like, "Ah!" And then she laughs. She's like, "Ah, ah, ah." It's just an eggplant.
We should do an episode on all the times that we've like almost died or our scars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard yours so many times. Yes.
well,
Yes,
because I
Mitch.
have them everywhere, and I've almost died like 100 times.
Every
so.
time I see the scene in this movie where she eats a whole Subway sandwich in one bite, I'm like, whoa, I want a Subway sandwich.
right. You
Yes.
always immediately like.
Yes. Oh, never mind.
What does he say? You really got an appetite. Or,
He's like, yeah, I've never seen a girl that can put down a foot long like that or something.
Chris Farley was the best.
Yes, he
I-
was. Rest
I-
in peace, man. He was great.
Yeah, he was.
Tommy
Fat
Boy.
guy in a little coat.
Tommy Boy was good, and what's the
Tommy Boy's one of my favorites.
Black Sheep?
Black
Yeah.
Sheep was
Black
a
Sheep was
great
good.
one.
We were talking about this the other day. John Candy, dude, that
yeah.
guy is a fucking national treasure. I can
Uncle Buck. That was
yeah.
my fave.
That was such a good him, and I feel like John Goodman is in that. Like,
John Goodman is good also.
yeah, like he's
I'm
a
not a big-
national treasure.
I'm not as big a
Um,
fan of John Goodman.
Like Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
I feel like those guys are my dad.
Oh.
I just love them so damn much.
So, sadly, growing up, I used to look at Bill Cosby like that.
Oh
too.
yeah,
My
yeah, I did
heart,
Yeah.
It broke my heart. I'm just like,
too. Oh, that's so.
He's got mental
Yeah.
issues. I think most of it is just like he's just mentally just not right.
Honestly, I
Obviously.
think it's just like it's. Do you think here's one of my favorite things that Dave Chappelle had always said or had said on like Inside the Actors Studio was he was talking about.
you're the only
Mitch
other
is,
person
Mitch
I
is
know
trying to
that's
be
ever
the star
watched
of the
that
show without even saying
Oh, I
anything.
love it.
love Inside the Actors
Yeah,
Studio.
it's really good. So have you watched the one with Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
Okay, it's fantastic, amazing. Everything with Dave Chappelle is just insanely good. But he was saying like I think they were talking about when was it Mariah Carey that was going crazy at the time?
She's still crazy.
Yeah. She's the one that like sings real high pitch, right?
Yes, Bob.
Okay. So she was going crazy, and he was like, all of these people got to where they're at because they're strong-minded individuals. Like they are strong willed people, and they're not weak. They don't get to this point because they're weak people. So because this happens to everybody that gets to this position, maybe it's not something that's wrong with the people. Maybe it's something that's wrong with the system. And that's always stuck with me. Like, I think that I think
they get to where they can't deal in normal society. They
it's
can't
the
go
system
anywhere.
that they're in the Hollywood world.
Yeah, and everything's given to them and everything, so they feel it's a world of entitlement, I think, and narcissism that you can't.
It is, and
a
then,
lot
like,
of them are like raped when they're kids too, and that's like how they like.
And then on top of that, you have situations like, with Mariah Carey or even Dave Chappelle. He just bailed out and went to Africa. He was like, oh my God, he went crazy. And he was like, I just need to get away from y'all's fucking shit. You know, like, you guys are crazy. You're working me like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Mariah Carey was famous when she was really young.
Yeah,
and she was like a diva from the time she was.
And she probably was on tour doing concerts like crazy, you know, and like being manipulated in every which way, shape, or form. And she probably just, it just molds you into a crazy person.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of leads into what we're talking about today is I think you become like an influencer or those. They start doing these crazy, stupid shit.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
To get people to like them or love them and then want to follow them and do the same dumb shit that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul. Is that who it is?
It's his brother.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah. Logan,
I might get sued. Oh shit.
Logan Paul, yes, but now more recently his brother
Jake Paul.
That's
who it is.
Him and Tana Mojo like got married. Did you?
Yeah. I read an article thing about that actually.
And on her side, I really believe she's like a very genuine person. Like even though it's like very like media based and it's a lot of views and all that stuff, I think like from all the interviews that I've seen with her, like it was really real for her, like a real marriage, and she really loved him. And I think he was more like, oh, this will be fun. Like this will get views. And I'll still have like girls that I can bang every night. Is what it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
But they do so many things like that, and they like. I think the wedding, like you had to buy tickets to it.
Yeah.
I think some people.
There was pay-per-view. It was pay-per-view for it.
Yeah.
And then like the pay-per-view didn't start for an hour and a half or something.
Right.
And nobody told them what was going on. It was because like, and then the bride was like in the back trying on dresses and putting them on Instagram.
I don't
that
know.
whole time she was trying on like different. Yeah, I read a whole thing about it.
Really?
I'm basically an expert on the wedding.
And then now he's like a boxer.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, that's just like.
Well, they both think that they're boxers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Logan Paul tried to call out. Who was it that he tried to call out for a fight?
Oh, who knows? There's so many people that
It was
try
some
to call each other
professional
out.
boxer.
Probably
It was
Floyd
ridiculous.
Mayweather or something
Probably,
stupid. Yeah,
probably something.
it's like I see right through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to call out Floyd Mayweather other than that you just know that putting his name on next to yours is going to get you views or going to get you popularity.
That's smart though. Like that's how they get views.
It is, but
it doesn't make you likable.
I'm so tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like I feel like everybody's just tired of it.
You would think,
let's
but
stop
people
fucking supporting it.
But people still view it like it's
Yeah.
like a bad train wreck that you can't look away from. People still like are interested in seeing things go down.
Yeah.
Like people go down or like.
We were watching UFC last night and like we were talking and we are like, you know what? It's just like it's kind of lost its appeal to us.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I wonder why. Like, and you know, Josh was like, well, I kind of started liking more like the pure sport individually. And I was like, yeah, I see that. And then it dawned on me, I was like, I think just honestly, I'm tired of all the bullshit. Like, none of it actually matters anymore because they just put whoever they want in a title fight. Like, there's
bogus
two titles.
Calls,
yeah, there's
bogus
crazy
refereeing.
calls, all of it. The commissions are shit. And it's just, I'm tired of like the antics. I don't want to see it anymore. Like I want to see people that are good fighting each other, you know, like, and that's what I think. I'm like, dude, I don't care. None of it matters anymore.
I completely missed the fights last night. I was playing games with friends and drinking.
The Weili
That
Zhang.
sounds much funner.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
The Weili Zhang Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight was really, really good. Really, really, really good.
Who were the girls that were fighting? I know
That was Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. There was Sean O'Malley fought. Neil Magny had his comeback. Let's see what had happened to Neil Magny. I think he won a decision. And then Israel Adesanya, Yoel Romero, which was horrible to watch, but I understand it. Like Israel did as much as he could to stay away from getting caught on the cage or getting hit with Yoel's Thunder Fist, and they just kind of like stood in front of each other the whole time. It was really boring. It kind of picked up towards the end, but we counted with it. They didn't throw. There was not a single strike thrown in the first round for 2 minutes.
Oh.
They just circled each other, and at one point, Yoel Romero just stood absolutely still with his hands up. No, like he just did this.
Oh, that's horrible.
Like didn't move for a good 30 seconds.
So I'm not sad that I missed the fight.
It was horrible.
That's boring. Those are the type of fights that like someone from the outside world just can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so boring to watch.
And what's happening is he's waiting for the other person to commit, because then he's gonna throw this big power punch. Because Yoel Romero is like one of the most incredible athletes you've ever seen in your life. I don't think that it's real, but he's one of the most incredible athletes ever. And then he wanted to complain about it at the end, like, that's not a fight. I came here to fight. Blah blah blah. He blames it on Israel. It's like, dude, you're in there. Like, you didn't throw any strikes either. You could totally take it to him if he's not taking it to you. It goes both ways. You have to learn offense as well as like counter strikes. But whatever. I'm kind of over it.
That's my biggest struggle always as a white belt, because when I first started training, there wasn't a lot of white belts.
Yeah.
I had purple belts and higher up blue belts, and who are now brown belts. And it was like, I only knew to defend. Like, when it came to offense, there was a lot of times I'd sit there like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
Have you competed?
I have.
Okay. Johnny and I were just talking about the women's competition, like specifically white belts, because I went with him to the tournament, the IBJJF tournament.
No, that was AGF.
AGF, sorry. There's completely different leagues. I know that. But I was watching a lot of the girls, their competitions are so much more intense to me than like in the white belts specifically than like any of the other things that I saw that day. I was like, holy shit. Like, I would be scared out of my mind to compete.
Yeah, some of those girls are scary.
Yeah.
I only competed once, and I forgot everything about jiu-jitsu.
I would too.
I got so nervous once I hit the floor, and at one point I literally blacked out. We had to stand back up and reposition, and as soon as I stood up, everything went black, and I was like, fuck.
Wow.
All right, muscle memory, please work. And so, but the girl that beat me is now a purple belt, and I hear her really badass, so I think that's awesome.
Wow.
That's I mean, the good thing about that is that's pretty common for your first time.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
so
I
scary.
forgot everything. I dug my elbows in and just didn't know what to do. It was like it was horrible.
I don't know how you I don't know. I can't even fathom going out there and doing that. So the fact that you did it, like, hats off to you.
So Mitch, actually, I talked to him a lot before that first competition, and I remember him telling me, it's like a train, or what would you say, a car wreck? Oh Lord.
Good.
He's pouting.
No words.
I don't know.
I thought you were looking at porn.
He's over there
That too.
he's got like stick figures with
got,
girls
like-
with big boobs.
He's like,
It's just Johnny strangling everybody. And me going,
Yeah, so he told me it was like a car wreck, and it is. You have that like
I think I've heard Mitch say that
and
before.
excitement and just so much going on, and yeah, it's crazy, but
That's so scary.
everybody's so cool because like afterwards you're just like, hey,
Yeah.
thanks for kicking my ass and pop, because she caught me on an elbow or arm bar On the 4th time, she caught my arm because I kept giving it up.
Uh-huh.
And the 4th time when she hit it hard, and I heard it pop and
Woo.
felt it. So I was just like, tap. And yeah, so, but it, it's a part of it.
I feel like they're just all like, we were talking about like some of the girls, I feel like they want to prove that like they can be just as good as the males. I feel like
I
that.
think some probably do. Yeah.
And some probably are. I mean, there's probably girls out there that are way better.
Well, there's
and so they like just go hard at it.
Well,
They're just like,
you don't ever want to hear, "Hey, you're really good at jiu-jitsu for a girl."
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's just
Everybody
an.
says to me.
Yeah.
It's
to be
except when we
expected.
tell Mitch that. But,
there should never be like the for a girl.
No, and I had one time, like I said, I kind of spaced out on my offense, and I'd gotten a mount, and he was fighting it so hard, so I was so proud to actually get the mount.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there, I was just kind of dazed. I was like, I don't know what to do, and he ended up taking back the mount, and he won. And so he's like, oh, you just kind of sat up there like back in your cheerleader days. And I'm just like, fuck
What?
you, I was never a cheerleader. So I mean, it was just little shit like that. It's like whatever.
I will say that I tend to teach the girls a little bit differently, like, because a lot of the girls, like, the reality is like it's a male dominated sport, and you're going to be in the gym with a lot of dudes that are probably bigger and stronger and more just all over the place. These dudes are fucking spazzes. And so I tend to teach my girls to like move around the person rather than through them. Don't try to like, lift them in a sweep, obviously, but like try to go around them. Don't try to outmuscle them, but out technique them, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because everybody has a strong suit.
Yeah,
And like that would be a female strong
Yeah.
suit. And so you have to like play the game the way it's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about Laura Udle. I think I pronounced her last name right.
I thought it was like Uyeda, but I don't know her, so I can't speak.
Sorry,
to that.
Laura. But yeah, what I love about her is she's not a big girl. She's very tiny. But I've heard more guys that talked to her that had rolled against her that she didn't remember. And they're like, man, the first time I met you, you choked me out.
Mm.
And because she's so technically good and just quick. And yeah, it's amazing.
That's a real big plus for me for jiu-jitsu is like you can say as much as you want that like men are going to be better at jiu-jitsu because of X, Y, and Z, but like women have an advantage in some areas.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Like 100%.
And that's really cool because there's not too many sports where like women can just like dominate like they can in MMA and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so MMA has been a little bit more of a struggle to get the higher caliber level of MMA fighters. There are some out there, but like in the athletes, like getting in like more athletic women, like
Mm-hmm.
the MMA scene is not. We talked about this, I think, on the last episode. Like it's just not there yet.
Right,
The-
but you do
the-
have the opportunity, like
Right,
with
for
Ronda
sure.
Rousey, and I think a big thing with her was what she was getting paid was at the caliber that she should be
Yeah.
getting paid, and that
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
she
a huge
paved the
breakthrough
way, for sure.
for women athletes. I think that's just really cool that we have that opportunity in
absolutely.
a sport.
And
You have to-
she's the one that opened that up 100%.
I was gonna
Like
say, yeah,
she's the
she is
reason
a
they
huge
introduced women's in.
Mhm.
So like that was a really, really big deal because even Dana White flip flops on everything. Like if he's very like, no, this will never happen, you can be like 2 years from now, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But he exactly was like, no, we're never gonna have women's MMA because
That's
it's boring.
insane.
It's not gonna make us money. It's not gonna do anything. And now they just had last night the Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. They're already calling the greatest women's fight of all time.
Really,
I wanted to see that one.
It
so I'm
really
very-
was really, really good. I was excited because Joanna's like really good at pulling the person in and counter striking, and Weili Zhang is very, very pressure oriented. And Weili Zhang ended up like getting, it's all over the internet, but like getting this welt on Joanna's forehead that just grew. I mean, like, you remember? Have you ever seen Mark Hominick fight? You want to pull that up, Mitch? Producer, go ahead and click on the internet up there.
I've been trying to do that. That's why I stopped.
Well, just click lightly. Don't you? Oh, you just type in your address up there at the top. Go ahead. Google.com.
Yes.
Not my actual address.
There you go. Yep, you get it.
Enter.
One. Okay, we're on the rough and tumble one. Good. One of my recent searches was Conor McGregor with crackhead, so I don't want that to pop up. Okay. What we were looking up? Oh, Joanna Drew J chick. Good luck. God damn it, it's a J.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joanna is a J.
Good for you guys. It's Joanna.
Yeah, Joanna Drew J chick. Yeah, that welt was like the Mark Hominick fight. If you ever seen Mark Hominick, Jose Aldo, that thing was beefy. What did you type? Jezebel? Jezebel? Joanna Jezebel?
You want to give it a shot? You want to give it a shot on how to spell it? Because it's a really tough one.
Well, anyways, while Mitch figures that out, we'll move on. It was a fantastic fight. It's a big moment for women's MMA. But I feel you're right. And I think like jiu-jitsu
Holy shit.
in particular. Yeah, you got it?
Well, I found the Mark Hominick.
Oh, yeah, that one was...
You're fired,
Isn't it?
Mitch.
Wait, Mitch, take out everything but Joanna or Joanna.
Or
Take it all out. Okay.
Sorry. I do what
Whoa.
I see it.
Yeah,
What is?
Producer
So
now.
what is that?
that's Mark Hominick. That's his... That's a like when you get a mouse, you know, like when you get the
Oh.
little swelling piece and then you get jabbed over and over and over and over again in the same spot.
Oh,
That's what
nice.
happens. Yeah.
I have to say, I do like the feeling of barking orders from over here going, no, click on that one.
Yeah, isn't it nice? Do you want to fire Mitch real quick? Go ahead.
Mitch, you are fired because I found it on my phone faster than you did.
That's what we did before we hired you.
unsuccessfully.
No, Mitch, you take it.
Take it
You're
like
fired.
I do.
I had poison ivy. This week. It's been really rough.
Well, you
Good.
could put some cow dung on
What?
it. And that
What
will
is
treat
this,
it.
Mitch?
Yeah, there we go.
I just signed you guys up for a Hardee's hamburger.
Let's go on to another one. Let's do an internet challenge. You got a good internet challenge? You know what? I got one. You've got
Are you talking to yourself? Or
No, no, no.
something?
I don't know.
Sorry, I don't mean to like I'm just attacking
He's
right
like,
now.
I got one. No, you got it. I don't know.
It has something to do with you because you set up we're doing the hot wings challenge
Yes,
coming
yes.
up. And we're not getting I'm telling
excited.
you, I'm not getting past walking in the room with that much spices. Like milk is too spicy for me.
I'm so
What's going on? What is this?
Okay, so
Clue
he
me
didn't
in.
tell you?
No.
Oh, it's gonna be so much
I
fun.
can't believe you didn't tell me.
So we're gonna do
You know,
like
The way that you're
a,
going, it's probably going to be you anyways.
it's gonna be you and I.
I want to know.
The girls are gonna take over.
I don't know
Yeah.
if my stomach can handle it, but let's hear. What is it?
So yeah, a wonderful friend of mine, Tony, is also a caterer, and he's gonna do these hot wings, and they're gonna start at 1, and we're gonna do 5 apiece, and they're gonna progressively go up.
Holy
and
shit.
Wait, say that again. 5 apiece, like 5 each hotness.
Yeah, you have to start off, and it progressively gets hot.
But we
my
have to eat
God.
all 5 of each one, or do we just have to like taste
You
it?
can just taste it. Like,
Okay.
you don't have to eat the whole thing.
Okay, all right.
You can't
Because
do
it's the
it.
reaction that we're looking
You're
for.
not. Are you in it? You can't be in it.
Oh, he's
Yeah, I'm
in
gonna do it.
Johnny can't eat anything spicy.
I mean, like I'll do. I don't care. I'll do anything, but
We're gonna make sure that you have bread, milk, and beer.
This is gonna be after every bite.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yes, and actually the third one, is Tony's recipe. Who he won, I think, the Nashville hot wings competition with it.
damn it.
That's exciting.
For like hotness.
Yeah,
Can you wear gloves and
Yeah.
use a fork?
I'm sure.
I might do
Yeah, because you want to make sure not to touch your
it.
face.
Right. Don't touch your face. This is gonna be you. You're gonna like eat it with your hands and
He's
touch your
gonna
eye.
pepper spray his eye
Yeah.
with his own fingers.
That would
Like-
probably happen. What are you doing?
So yes,
Aw.
I'm very excited for him to come and see this go down.
So when is this?
We as soon as we can get a date going, and for me to let let them know.
As soon as possible. Is there a top cash prize for the person who can take the hottest wing?
No, they're like...
we're just...
Because I would be down.
No.
That's when I'm going to step in at the end and be like, fuck y'all.
like he's doing us a favor. They're not... It's not how this works. But yeah, I have to eat American cheese because like anything else is too spicy.
Are you serious?
I'm not 100% serious, but yeah, spicy stuff.
Hate your taste.
Johnny and I were talking the other day, and I told him and Mitch that if they needed a lifeline, I can go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah,
like
we do have a
in.
lifeline. I'm gonna save mine. I'm gonna get as far as I can. And
I'm gonna probably end up with the last one, which is gonna be horrible because it's actually
Johnny
one
will
of the
do-
sauces. It's like Diablo 30.
yeah. So the challenge that I was talking about is like people eating peppers, and this
No.
apparently a guy ate a ghost pepper and almost died. It like burned a hole in his throat.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I ended up in the hospital for it, and so now I'm like, oh, I'm kind of scared.
You can't eat any pepper. You can't even eat a jalapeno.
Yeah. Like
you serious?
I don't like the
No, you
pepperoncinis that come with the.
Yeah, he doesn't even eat pepperoncinis.
They're
Like,
not
Those
even
are-
hot.
they're
No,
not.
I don't like it. There's.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
You're just like your
His
mom right
whole
now.
face is gonna get red and sweaty. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. He'll
So
he'll
look
eat the
forward to
most.
that.
I'm just gonna laugh, but I'll be here as your support.
There'll be like pepper on it, and you'll be good. It's too hot.
Yeah, we just need to have like I guess beer is helpful.
Yeah,
is what you
beer is
said.
very helpful. Actually, you can even swish it and throw it out because
You're
or
gonna
spit
get
it
so
out.
drunk.
It helps with
Yeah.
the oils from the sauce.
Well, good. Look forward to that. We should do that early so we can release it on the Patreon as like a
Guess who won't be driving you?
teaser. And then, yeah, Lizzie doesn't support me drinking ever.
No, I don't.
She gave
because
up after
Johnny
the
doesn't
wedding.
just drink. He
Well,
gets
Now that I have you here, you can tell
becomes the Mona
you can tell the whole story of the fabled wedding.
You can say that all you want. I am not ever gonna go into that because that was the stupidest day of my life. And the fact that I'm still with you is a miracle for you.
I'm so
Johnny
pleased
is-
with myself that
The end of the story is Johnny's just the stupid
I
person.
crashed the fuck out of that wedding.
I mean,
I said on Instagram that at you and Mitch's wedding, I'm gonna get Johnny wasted without almost dying.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. You're gonna get like me wasted,
Oh yeah, Johnny wedding wasted.
or like
Johnny
white
wedding
girl wasted. But that's like the new white girl wasted is Johnny wasted.
Johnny wedding wasted.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's
the most
favorite version
annoying
of
day
me.
of my life was you at that wedding. Probably.
That was so good. I spilled like 4 drinks on her.
Yeah, I was pissed. All I wanted was to drink this glass of champagne, and I tried like 3 times, and he kept spilling it on me and the groom, and I was like, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my gosh.
Good times.
Yeah.
I have
No,
a
it
hard
wasn't
time
good
keeping
times.
alcohol in its container when I get drunk.
And then Johnny made me drive him like an hour away to fucking B Branch, wherever the fuck.
Yeah, that's where the wedding was.
And then he's like, oh, you're going to drive me because I'm going to get drunk. I'm like, oh, great. I'm glad that I have no choice in this. I guess I can't drink
That's
at all.
The worst way to find out you're the DD is when you're in the car halfway
Right.
there.
No.
Oh, by the way, I'm getting.
He told me like
completely
2
shitty.
months ahead of time.
Yeah, I told her
And I kept
way ahead
saying
of
like,
time.
no, I'm not doing that. And he wouldn't take
I was
me.
putting my foot down.
I should have left you there. Should have made Spencer take you back.
You should have.
I should have. What the fuck was I thinking?
What? The car ride home was interesting. I don't remember a lot of
You don't remember, but you were so fucking annoying. You kept saying, why don't you love me? I was like, I don't love you right now. You're right.
I legit like blacked out. That's what I think the first time I ever like
Nice.
legit blacked out.
Johnny was
like
on the
that.
verge of crying because I wouldn't tell him that I loved him. Just tell me you love me. I was like, fuck off.
I just needed love.
He just wanted someone to love him.
He's an emotional being.
That's really
for sure.
funny.
Yeah, it was really hilarious.
Did you
Haha.
ever play the pass out game when you were younger?
Yeah, so whoa, that's crazy that you bring that up because I have a really great nutty story about that. I was the kid that learned how to pass everybody out and make everybody pass out. Like I was the kid that learned that first at my school, and then like that was like the thing, and dudes would come up to me and like, dude, make me pass out.
Wait, explain.
It's
'cause
so
I have
stupid.
no idea what
You
you're
don't know
talking
what the
about.
pass-out
I've
game
never
is?
heard of it. What is it?
The way I think everybody had a different version of how they did it, but the way that we did it was you would bend over and you'd hyperventilate as much as you
So you
can.
go,
Yeah.
like that,
And
okay.
then you'd stand up real fast against the wall and cross your arms, and then we would push on your chest. Everybody would like lean into your chest. so that it can't expand. By the time we let go, after like a couple, 30 seconds of that, then we'd let go, and then they'd pass out.
And it was just did pass out?
Yeah, and we just figured out that you could do that. Well,
exactly how I knew it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like the pass out game's been around. I never did it because I was like, y'all are dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why.
Stephanie's smarter than everybody.
Yeah, well, we were dudes, so we were just like, check this out.
I BMX'd, and like I remember the first time trying to do a bunny hop, it's how I slit the inside of my cheek open because like I ran over my own self. It was stupid.
Wow.
But when it came to just like asphyxia, I went down.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I went to private school and we weren't trying to die, I guess.
Yeah, I learned this at church, like a church event.
Really?
Yeah, and
everybody was tired of worshiping. They're like, let's learn.
It was
how
like
to pass
a youth
out.
group thing. Like we were all at a friend's house or whatever.
This is what happens when you have.
Yeah, youth group and like church camp. Jesus,
when you like suppress.
I got
people,
so many HJs at a church camp.
Uh-huh.
I got like.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a hand job under the stairs one time at church camp.
God.
Yeah.
Man, I guess I was a prude.
Church camp was fucking wild.
I went to private school for a short period, and yeah, there was some interesting stuff
There
that
was
went on our volleyball trips.
There was like bad kids that got sent to like the church or like the Christian schools, like Jonny.
Yeah, the bad
and they
kid.
would like make all the good kids do bad stuff or get them pregnant and stuff.
Yeah.
When I went to church camp, it was so exciting because like I could like talk to boys and stuff, and my parents weren't there.
Right.
Because I wasn't allowed to date ever.
Yeah, you were like super sheltered.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So my pass out stories. One kid, we made him do it, and those like
made him do it.
Well, like he was kind of that friend in the group that were like, "You're an idiot. Like we don't actually like you, but kind of hang out."
Wow.
He ended up dropping out, and
That'd
like I
probably
don't
be
know what he
me.
does now. Anyways, in the bathrooms at a lot of those old schools, you remember the tile, but it would like go halfway up the wall and kind of stick out.
Yeah.
Like be kind of a curved little
We
thing.
have that at the place I work now.
Yeah. And it's like right at head level. And so we made this kid pass out, and then whenever he fell over, I don't know why we never had a system to catch him.
Catch him?
We would always try and catch him, but we never had a system. It was just like, whoa, catch him, like don't let him fall over. I don't know why we never had like.
Well, I'm sure like
somebody
most
get
young
behind
people are
him.
like, okay, let's see. So when he falls over, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna go.
Well,
over
the
here.
smart thing would have been for like one person to get behind him.
The smart thing would not be
and
to do it
true,
at all.
True,
Okay,
true.
So just.
But if I'm like behind you and supporting you, then when you're naturally gonna fall, it can help,
he
right?
hit his head.
So he hit his head and starts having a seizure.
Oh my god.
And another one of my friends, whose name coincidentally was Damien, kicked him in the ribs, like to wake him up. Just like soccer kicked him as hard as he could. And he stopped. It worked. Like he stopped having a seizure and then woke up. He's like, "Oh my head, my ribs!" like started crying. So we didn't learn our lesson then.
Of course not.
And then I had
Next day.
Yeah, probably like the next week or whatever.
30 minutes later.
But the problem was we didn't get in trouble for it. And then there was another kid that I made pass out, and he fell down and hit his head, and then he died. I'm just kidding. No.
I didn't believe it.
We did bottle rocket wars.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
And I had a bottle rocket get stuck in my hair. And
No.
it popped
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
right by my ear.
That's
my
so
ear started
dangerous.
bleeding.
I never had
and-
any incident like that.
And it was
That's crazy.
immediately like, nobody tell my mom that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll just blow it off.
Don't
pull
tell
my
our
hair
parents.
back.
Yep.
That's one thing that like, man, like the fireworks. Who was letting us do that kind of stuff? We had BB gun wars. Did you ever do
The
that?
90s were a different time.
that was another one I did not want to participate. 'Cause
Yeah.
that seemed a little too dangerous for me.
We'd shoot. We got to the point where we were shooting pellet guns
Yeah.
at each other.
Yeah, no, I didn't join in on those.
And I was like, oh, I wear glasses, so I'm fine. And then eventually we got to the airsoft guns.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on
What
this
about
topic,
the paintball?
I've done paintball.
Yeah.
I mean,
Paintball-
that hurts, but
It's
you
like
you don't have a
doable.
pellet in your skin.
and it's
Yeah.
more of like, it's more of a thing. Like it's a big, bulky thing. Like
Yeah.
the airsoft guns, you could pass those off as real guns.
Yeah.
Mm.
We we had a long history with airsoft guns when I lived in the house that we had concerts at. And I shot a dude right in the dick with one, like on the shaft. And then we had another friend that he had to go to the hospital because he got one in his eye. And then we had to stop playing with airsoft guns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then we created another game called Murder Ball. That we had this long hallway.
This didn't work. Let's try another way to
Yeah. We had a football or any ball, basketball, whatever. One person's at one end of the hallway, and you've got like 5 dudes on the other end. And the only objective is for the person with the ball to get all the way to the other side of the hallway, like to get through the door without dying.
I probably would have participated. We had games kind of like that, but that's when you're just bored at home and they're like, "What can we do?" And
Yeah.
it's like, let's make this game up.
Yep. We had one too where we would. You remember the basketball goals that are like counter levered? They have like the sand at the bottom, and then you know, like they have wheels or whatever. I had one of those, and it was counter levered in a way where like you could grab the rim or whatever when it was leaning down, and it would rock all the way up. And then your weight would naturally, you'd kind of stall out there and you'd naturally bring it back down. And we had this game where you would come up and you could do like all the tricks you wanted to up there before coming back down. Like there was a video of it and we got like really fucked. We spent a weird amount of time doing this. Like we ended up destroying the whole basketball court doing it.
If YouTube and Instagram and things like that were around when I was younger, we would have a lot more stupid trends and stupid shit that we do. Because like that Tide Pod trend that went around, I don't understand. And everybody became illiterate. Nobody could read the box. It's like, don't ingest.
Right.
It has poison.
I don't understand.
Did you ever do the cinnamon challenge?
No, but
Dude, no
somebody I know did, and I'm like, why?
I did it when I was a kid, like when I was before the YouTube stuff, when I was like real young. They're like, dude, I bet you can't swallow a teaspoon of this. And I was like, "Ugh!" And I remember falling on the floor. I was like, oh.
So Johnny can't even eat cinnamon. There's no way he can eat spicy things.
And but I've heard about people like having problems with that, like it. Having to go to the hospital because of
they're saying that you can
problems.
start to choke, and when you cough, you'll actually inhale
the
cinnamon into your lungs, and
that's.
But all it takes is somebody to go, or enough people to go, hey, you can do this. It's like when we were reading on these trends, one of the things I kept reading about was these jade eggs for women.
Jade eggs?
Yeah.
What does this mean?
They're also called Yanni balls.
Are those like the things that ring?
No. These are vagina eggs. They're like 3.
Oh, I think like Kegels.
But according to what the people believe is you're supposed to just stuff it up your snatch and just carry it around.
Whoa.
Oh, and it makes
Watch
it
with
stronger.
the language.
And it makes it stronger, right? Because your muscles, like, you're supposed to hold it.
It is supposed to help with Kegels, but there
I've
are
heard that.
But they're also saying that it's supposed to prevent bladder infections, cervical cancer, and elasticity in your skin, which I don't understand how carrying something around in your snatch is gonna do that.
Because Jade has
Dude, if I'm gonna carry anything around in there, it's gonna be a bag of cocaine that I'm smuggling across the border.
But we're not a fucking kangaroo, so it's not like we just have this extra pocket to put shit up that's gonna.
Wouldn't that be convenient if you did though? I mean, like
it would be in so many ways.
Right. There's got to be a way that you can, like.
Let me get my secret money.
You technically can.
Yeah. Like you can for a short amount of time. You don't want to have it in there for forever.
What's happening is these
women right?
are getting sick because they're leaving it up there for so long.
What the fuck?
You've got a day-long pouch.
Who's just like, let me stick this in my... Well, there are a lot of people who are superstitious and a lot of different people and cultures that support...
This is one of the goop.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah, did you watch it? This week's been so crazy. I didn't get a chance to watch Gloop.
No, it's Goop.
Is it Goop?
Yeah. So that was one of them. She actually got sued for $145,000 because women started to develop bacterial infections.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, Gwyneth Paltrow told me to just shove this.
Those are people that should be sued.
Yeah, because it's because she has the voice and the power and the ability for people to like listen to her.
Yeah.
That it's wrong.
But she also promoted like bee sting therapy.
Yeah. She's out there.
Did you read about that or hear about that?
The
Yeah, I
bee
watched
sting therapy?
the documentary on, or I don't know if it's a documentary, but the show on her.
Yeah. So
No. Okay,
so
I'm
you
sorry.
either get stuck by a bee, which means the bee dies because it only gets one shot to stick somebody,
Mm-hmm.
or you get stuck by a hypodermic needle with the bee. venom.
Wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the bee therapy.
When did we start talking about that? I thought we were
Just-
talking about sticking stuff in your
What are you
vagina still.
talking? What are
On
you
Gloop?
saying? Do you
We-
not been listening?
We're talking about goop, right?
yes,
yeah,
and she's talking about the bee therapy.
Oh, okay.
because I'm sticking to what we were supposed
I'm
to
sorry.
talk about. Because we're a little.
I thought I was still thinking about vaginas and sticking things in there.
No.
because
Stop
you're
it.
a guy and you're gonna think about vaginas.
That's true.
Okay,
But
let's move on.
that honestly wasn't my intention. I
On-
thought we were just
on
still on that topic. Okay, bee therapy.
I segued.
You just did it so smoothly. I didn't catch on.
I
Good
even
job.
used a word that doesn't exist, like segued.
No, that's a word.
Weighted with segs.
Weighted with segs.
All it takes is somebody to say it.
So let's talk about the bee sting therapy.
Yes, please. Sorry.
So yeah, they either stick your face or with needles or actual bees, and
Which is sad.
How much of that has any of it been like proven to actually help?
no.
None.
So
Do you know bee stings, fun fact, can actually cause... Hold on. Let me make sure that... Keep going. I want to make sure I get it right before I put something out that's...
oh wait,
incorrect.
is this what you're looking for? So it's saying that some people are saying it does, but so far that the studies conducted in animals and test tubes suggest that bee venom may have some ability to lessen pain and inflammation of arthritis.
Oh.
Oh, here
So-
we go. What's the... Yeah, go ahead.
So my thing is, what if you have an allergy and you're not sure because you've never
Right.
been stung by a bee, and then you get
And then you die.
and then you're gonna go into anaphylactic shock and die because you wanted.
There's a lot of do you remember the sweat lodges? The sweat lodge thing where he trapped somebody inside the sweat lodge and like a couple people died or something like that? I don't want to misquote it and get sued or something. I don't know.
So the craziest thing though I read about was breatharianism.
What?
It's like breatharianism.
Breatharianism?
Breathe, like I'm
Breathe.
breathing.
Terrorism?
Breatharianism.
Breathe.
Breath or
Breatharianism.
no.
Breath.
There's no T's in there.
Breatharianism.
Yeah.
Breatharianism.
There's no T's in there.
What is
Breath and I don't know what
There's
it
a
is, but
T.
I know there's not a T. Well,
There
in
is a
breath.
T.
In breath, but
Breath-
after
All right,
that.
breatharianism.
There we go. There we go.
Good. That's good.
I
I
breatharianism.
can't read all the time.
I can't either. That's a tough one.
So basically, these people believe that all you have to do is just gulp air,
Oh.
and you don't eat, you don't drink.
That's just burping. Oh yeah. They don't have to eat. Yeah. Somebody like on the that's called sneaking a slice of pizza when nobody's watching.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they
That's
claim
amazing.
they can. Yeah, they can live solely on air.
And then they die eventually.
Hmm
I'm doing it right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, I'm full.
Oh,
So-
going back to real quick before I forget, you can actually. We had a patient that they got optic neuritis from a bee sting.
I don't know what that is, but
Optic neuritis makes you lose vision in an eye. Usually, it just
Oh, wow.
affects your optic nerve, which
Yeah.
affects your central vision, and you lose vision
that's terrifying.
or areas of blackout.
That's like the one thing that I'm the most scared about.
You're not. Do you have MS? Are you immunocompromised?
No, I'm just saying like that and being paralyzed are two things that are just like
Losing your
ugh.
vision.
Yeah, that just
Oh,
sucks.
you already don't have vision.
Yeah,
On
but
to
I
the
mean-
next subject.
Well, so this is what I found about the breatharianism.
Yeah.
Is this guy Wiley Brooks that founded the National Breatharian Institute of America, who he charged people hundreds of dollars to tell him
To breathe air.
to breathe
how to,
air.
That's
how to breathe in.
Brilliant.
He got busted walking out of a 7-Eleven with a Slurpee, a hot dog, and a Twinkie.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, we
That's
were just
perfect.
talking about who actually buys Twinkies anymore.
Oh yeah, nobody.
Like, Johnny,
You guys were with me. Remember, I found the little zingers
Mhm.
at the gas
Zingers
station.
are good.
Those are so. They were
had a
different. These
Twinkie
were
on
different. What
occasion.
I was trying to explain was different. They were like
But who
little
goes to
Twinkies.
the gas station and buys like a single Twinkie?
No, you
I
can only
never
buy
s-
Twinkies.
Yeah.
I never
too.
see anyone doing that. So why do they sell them anyway? That's my question.
I don't understand single zingers. Like, I want my 3-pack.
Right.
Yeah.
I want more than one.
That's true. They usually come in 3-packs. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've seen them in 2-packs too, I guess. I recently ran across an interesting conspiracy that I'd like to get into. Maybe not today, but eventually.
Maybe not today, meaning no, not today.
But I'm gonna bring it up.
You can. let
Long
it
John
out.
Silver's, the restaurant, is a front
For what?
for a drug cartel.
Well, yeah, because
What?
nobody goes there and eats.
Exactly. Have you ever seen one busy? But they're all over the place.
No,
still.
but your dad goes to one.
That's true. My dad does. I don't understand why he goes to those.
No, we were in the car and I was just like, I haven't been to Long John Silver since I was like in the 5th grade. And your dad's like, oh, I go there all the time. And I was like, oh shit.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Wait, what was on this other page? There's something that looked interesting to me.
The adult swaddling.
Adult swaddling. I've heard that there are people that are just like adult cuddlers.
Yeah.
They
so-
just cuddle for a living.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
could
could do
pay
that.
someone to even spoon you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you just want to be spooned.
Unsexually, just
As long as they
completely-
don't have a problem. Well, it depends.
We can cuddle.
Yeah.
So with adult swaddling, and this woman in 2015 in Japan started this where she'll charge you for
Mhm.
these people to come in, that she wraps you up in a blanket and, ties a knot and sits, it said crisscross applesauce, and just rocks back and forth for about
That's-
30 minutes
that
and
sounds
charges
amazing.
you like $250.
Oh.
There's like blankets that
Man.
are designed for it. Good job, producer. Yeah, they just tie you up in a bag.
Like
Yeah.
if it was like really hot inside or like heated, I would be like,
Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
might-
yes please.
Oh, really? Like you would like it if it was really hot
Yeah,
inside?
like nice and cozy.
I feel like I might start to freak out a little bit if I couldn't get myself out when I wanted to.
Well, I mean,
If
it's
I
not
couldn't,
like you're
I guess,
like,
give birth to myself when I wanted to.
it's not like you're like stuck. Like you can get out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
don't
hard
know
to
that.
see from that angle, isn't it?
It's tied in a knot. You're like, yeah, I can see it better now.
That sounds
um,
really relaxing.
from
No.
here. Oh, from his angle.
Yeah.
Are you able to see it well from your angle?
Oh, yeah.
What about you? Well,
Whoa,
whoa!
Oh, wait.
those are some big old toadies.
This just
That's-
got real weird in the studio.
That is Pornhub.
Yeah,
I knew Mitch was looking
Mitch
at
just
porn.
brought up porn. Adult breastfeeding.
Look at all
Those
the
are
guys,
giant.
though. Like, yes.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine just meeting like a random dude on Tinder and thinking that they're really normal, and then you go home to like, can I suck your titties?
I'm
Like, what
really
if you-
hungry.
What if you had
Got some
just had a
milk.
baby and they were just looking for a girl that had breast milk?
Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mitch, bring up
I
a
had a
phone.
friend of
I
mine that was
wouldn't either.
pregnant when she was single when she was pregnant,
Yeah.
and she was on a dating site, and she got hit up by more dudes, and I'm like, they know
Yeah.
you're like big pregnant, right?
when she was
She's-
pregnant?
Yeah, and she's
Oh.
like, yeah, they like it.
Well, she
I'm
can't
like,
get any more
so
pregnant.
That's weird, yeah.
Crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah,
So-
the things that like people
Whatever. You
are
dated
into
a
dudes.
pregnant girl.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Johnny dated a pregnant girl.
But was she like 6 months, 7 months?
No, like
It was like the whole
I was
pregnancy.
with a girl. It was this whole fucking thing. It was stupid. I went to the alternative school. Lizzie just had to bring this up.
I love it.
I went to an alternative school where my only choices were pregnant girls,
That's so true though.
and I ended up with a pregnant girl, and it was just a disaster. It was.
And she gave birth while they were together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good times.
Yeah, good times.
right, no, go.
You're about to, buddy.
Go to your left,
Ask men.
kind of go up slowly.
It's time to stop.
There it is. No, there you go. Yeah. Well, the red's gonna get you out.
What are you trying to do?
Yellow is to minimize, and then you can bring it back down.
I'm gonna go back.
Oh, then go to
Then
the
go to the
arrow
arrow.
that's
The
like
arrow.
the back arrow.
I'm
Maybe
gonna-
the one that I can't fucking see.
There's the red and there's the green and then there's the arrow right
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
green.
Again.
Left, yeah.
Go to your right.
Go spend a minute in my
Wait.
my world, okay?
You're getting warmer.
Go
You're
to
getting warmer. Go left.
I've spent
All
Left.
the way left.
weeks in that world.
Keep going left. Oh wait. Oh,
There,
right
there.
right
We
there.
got it. Yes.
Yes.
Once you know where it's at from here, you can find it easily.
Right.
Yeah. I feel your pain now. I understand what the problem is. It's like those screens are like those ones that you shouldn't be able to see from
Simple
an
question:
angle.
are you a boobs or butt kind of guy?
Yeah, we're looking up our Cosmo quiz for the day. Stephanie started a trend of pulling up Cosmo quizzes
Oh, that's fun.
at the end.
I
Yeah,
love
you haven't been
that.
listening to episodes,
I
so you don't
haven't.
get to be a
I stopped
part of it.
listening because Mitch is on. You know.
I have to tell you about the last crazy thing I read about.
Tell me.
'Cause
Yeah, please.
I feel like I haven't got to talk about this bullshit that I
Yes.
Okay,
worked
yeah, yeah.
Let's do
so
it.
hard.
Let's go.
There is snake massages.
Yeah. Wait. Wait.
I've heard like the snake where they're
No. Explain.
So a snake massage is like you go there. It's
Wait, where are you going?
you can and they have them in Indonesia and then they have them in New York.
Okay.
So New York's more expensive.
Yes.
naturally.
It was like $300. You lay down and
That's not
they'll
that bad.
put the larger ones, which was the milk snakes and boa constrictors and pythons, on your back.
Uh-huh.
And then if you're laying on your back, they'll put the smaller snakes, like the corn snakes, on your face.
Oh my fucking god! And are they supposed to constrict you?
They go around and constrict and move all over you, and that's what they're supposed to do.
So what do they do when they're suffocating you? Do they have people that'll come in and save you?
Well, yeah, they've got somebody right there, but they had one woman that ended up with a
Died.
little bit of... No, she didn't die, but she had her rib damage from
Like, don't mind me.
the constrictor starting to do what it does naturally.
Well, they have that video online. I saw there's this guy that's like a performer, and he was performing with the snake that he always like used, and it wrapped around his neck, and everybody thought it was like part of the show or whatever, and he just like fell down and died.
Oh yeah.
And they could not get it off his
Yeah.
neck. There was like 3 guys that were trying to get it off his neck. So imagine putting yourself paying to be in a position where
that-
you're gonna die.
Well, and you have to depend. Because you have to make sure that the snakes are fed
Holy
first,
shit.
or they're going to
Mhm.
start to constrict more.
I would die.
I bet snakes creep me the fuck out,
See
and
that?
I am not a snake person.
I couldn't watch the video. I tried. I'm like, ugh.
Ugh.
But the way that
Big
they
snakes
move,
freak
you know,
me
like a big boa constrictor, I could see that being like a
Well, and
massaging
that's
kind
what
of
they're
feeling.
saying is
you know?
that it
Ah, no.
Yeah, that
entices
gives me the
the,
heebie-jeebies. Oh. I don't want it.
y'all know cute little Amazon dark frogs, right? You see them at the zoo, the little
Oh, yeah,
colored
yeah.
frogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
those are poisonous,
They're
aren't they?
super poisonous. Well, for a small price, then you can go over and be injected with that by a shaman as he says a prayer and goes with sage over you, which you proceed to vomit,
Whoa.
have diarrhea, and sweating, and you feel alive because you actually lived through all that.
Whoa. It basically
Stupid.
just makes you like
That's like
expel everything in your body.
that's like people that have never been in a fight in their life, and they're
But-
like, "Oh, I gotta feel
Adrenaline.
alive."
Well, it's adrenaline.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that one? The
What?
Hollywood facial.
Oh no, I haven't. No.
So it's $650. This esthetician started it. So
Tell me somebody jerks off on their face.
Yes.
no, they take. I don't know why it's race
this
specific.
is insane.
So they take parts of Korean baby boy circumcised penis
What?
and they mix it in, and that becomes a facial cream
That's insane.
from the newborn baby foreskin that said it will help generate collagen and
Oh
elasticity.
my god.
Korean skincare is like
So-
insane.
But no, this is what's called the Hollywood facial. So this is big amongst the celebrities. So I don't.
That's creepy
So
as
my
fuck.
questions were, why is it racially specific?
Maybe
Because
the
people
Korean-
in Hollywood are weird.
No, the Koreans are the only ones selling their foreskin.
I mean, that's got to be
yeah,
it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because if it's foreskin and it's the whole stem cell theory that they're trying to go with, there's cells in there, and
Well,
What's the-
Korean skincare is known for being like using like snails and like, all
Yeah.
this like
I
crazy
found that
stuff.
The
for
snail
like
therapy,
$250
yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
They just place a bunch of snails on you and let them
Yeah.
crawl all
It's
over
like
your face.
the leeches back in the day whenever they would do bloodletting and stuff.
bloodletting.
Yeah.
But they still, on certain conditions, will use a leech. I
Mhm.
read.
That's insane.
The I had somewhere to go with that. and I don't remember what it was.
Good.
But
Oh,
you know, for
there's-
$650, you can just rub your dick on somebody, and
That's
they'll
true.
be like,
Whoa. I wonder
Yeah.
what it is.
I wonder how much Conor McGregor paid for that girl. We were discussing how disgusting this girl was. The look that Conor. I was like, if you're gonna You're fucking Conor McGregor. What are you doing paying
Bob,
for
you
sex?
love Trailer Trash Girls. What are you
I
talking
do.
about?
That's true.
If
I'm
you
sorry.
became famous, you would only bang Trailer Trash Girls.
That's true.
Yeah, so shut up. Where's
All
this?
right.
Where's this cosmopolitan quiz? I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
Mitch.
Cosmo quiz?
I just want to make sure I can't make this thing go away.
What thing?
I can't minimize this.
Oh, you gotta go up to the very top of the.
Yeah, I mean, it starts running up there.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a delicate balance.
Where's this
True
safari?
story.
Oh, there it is. I see.
Oh, that's weird.
And then I read about coffee enemas.
I've heard a lot about that.
feel like
yeah.
there's some like science in this.
Okay, so my son, I first heard about coffee enemas. He had me watch that I'm Addicted to.
Yes, I've seen that.
And I regrettably watched this whole thing where this couple worked from home and they literally did up to 3 coffee enemas a day.
She did like multiple. I was like, how do you not? Like, that would dehydrate you so much. First of all, because you're shitting. Second of all, because you have coffee like running through your asshole.
And I want to know I mean, I like a nice French press, but I'm not
Yeah.
trying to shove it up my ass.
I guess it gives you like extra caffeine boost. Because
So
it's
they're-
in the butt and you're like absorbing it.
They
through
believe that it helps detox the body,
Uh-huh.
constipation, and even fights cancer.
Well, it definitely doesn't fight cancer. There's no medical evidence in that. But yeah, constipation for sure.
But you can
But
put
you can put
anything-
water.
Yeah.
Top of my head.
So
I think it's like
basically-
a rush. I think it's like the same thing when you're like choking while you're like having. Like,
what it reminded me of is when I was a teenager and you'd hear about the people that would make vodka tampons
Yeah.
That's a big one.
and
Yeah.
shove them up their ass. So I feel like they have the same thing of like, oh, it's gonna help me shit, but it's gonna get that
right.
caffeine
It's like
right
a boost.
in there.
It's like a 5-hour energy,
Oh.
but in your booty.
Here we go. Sexual compatibility. quiz. Compatibility. So wait, we gotta decide who this is for.
All of us, we're all answering.
Yeah, but usually these are like.
I think it should be
your
me and
couple-
Bob. It's Ladies' Day.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
All right,
it's
ladies.
You're so pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're in.
I mean, I don't know how you got her. I was
don't
looking at
either.
her Instagram. I'm like,
Stephanie,
she's really
She's-
pretty.
she's
How the
like
fuck she ended up
smoking
with
hot,
Johnny?
right?
I don't
Yeah,
feel
she's
that way
really
at
hot.
all right now, but I actually feel like the past few years I've gotten like significantly uglier.
Not true.
Like
at all.
you know when you're like heyday, you're like, I'm hot, I've got this, I can get these dudes. I don't feel that way at all anymore. Like
Well, that's
no one
'cause,
ever
like-
talks to me, no one ever wants to like buy
You
me a
mad that you're not
drink.
getting hit on enough?
Yeah, but I also don't go anywhere. So
Yeah, like we don't, you
but
don't
you
put
remember-
yourself out there to
you
be.
know, like when you're like young or
Tinder.
whatever,
Yeah.
and you
Go
like.
get a plenty of fish, girl. Like, get out there.
Why would I go to
Get some
fucking Plenty
attention.
of Fish? that's not the type of people I'm trying to
Get
do.
it.
You will get so many wanna fuck. Hey, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Wanna fuck?
I've had some really interesting.
Has that ever
interactions.
worked for those people in the
No.
history of ever?
I had a successful. Remember, I had a successful Plenty of Fish.
No, I mean like the people that are just hey, wanna fuck?
Yeah, like.
Oh, that worked on you?
yes. No, not me, but there are people.
There
that-
are, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some people just want to get laid, Bob.
That's true.
That's
I mean
the
like
point.
yeah.
Duh.
I mean if you sent me that on Tinder, I'd probably
Yeah.
would,
I mean, that's what the life of a slut is like.
yeah.
You know all about it.
Well,
Okay, what's the first question?
Well, it won't let me click on it. Like,
You don't click on any.
what I'm saying is like I can't select your answer to find out what the results would be.
Oh, I think it gives you a chart at the end or something.
No, he's talking about when it highlights it, like when I
Well,
click
let's
on
just
y'all.
like do
It's
it
okay.
and see what
you
our
guys do
answer.
whatever you want. You guys run the show.
Well, I can't read it. What does it say? How do you feel when you something?
Run into a new crush. I'll read it to you guys.
Oh, okay, that's
How
exciting.
do you feel when you run into a new crush?
I feel like kind of confident now because I feel like I don't have much to lose.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like whatever. I'm almost 30 and life is cool and whatever.
So totally cool. Nervous.
Hypnotized.
Hypnotized.
Or it depends. Yeah.
It depends.
Bob gets crushes on people
I
all
don't-
the time.
I do.
They're all girls.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. My friend and I were actually having that conversation. I have 5-minute crushes all the time.
too.
On guys and girls. I'm like, they're so awesome. And then She's so awesome.
I'm gonna put this out there, but like I have a major crush on Rachel from the first moment I met her.
Dude, I can see that.
Right? She's
That's why
like
it
so
hurt
perfect
me.
in every way.
She tried to
Rachel.
take. She tried.
We need to next time we do a girls episode, we need to pick a date and we'll bring her on.
It's like
with you guys.
embarrassing how much I was like fawning over her at the.
I
She's
met
gonna
her
love
at
this
the
episode.
gym. I met her at the gym, and she was so sweet. And she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh my God,
she has
you're
the
on the
best
show. I love
personality."
you." And then I get here, and they're like, "Rachel wants your job." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
No, she was so
Why
sweet
is
about
she
it.
doing that?
I told her, I was like, girl, you don't want, after what Stephanie did, you don't want that job. You've got.
I'm like, I thought we were cool, Rachel.
No,
No,
she's sweet.
actually, we talked about it, and she's very sweet. And
Yeah.
I hope to actually roll with her, even though I'm gonna probably gas really quickly because she's
intense.
very
good.
intense.
like she goes balls to the wall, which
Really?
I love about her.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta figure out how to trap your legs.
She's not going to be able to get back into the gym because her head's going to be so big.
That's
By the time
okay.
we're done with this. Okay.
Well, let's do the next question.
Does he or she stare at your lips most of the time? Oh,
Does
yes.
he or she like?
So
your-
does she? Does she? Wait, your crush?
Wait, yeah. I'm
Oh, okay.
confused.
This. Yeah, I got it. Well,
Dude.
this is what I'm saying. We have to determine who we're talking about because this
Oh.
is speaking about your
So
crush.
now we have to find a
your
crush.
compatibility. Yeah.
So I have to like think about you now.
No, I'm
No,
gonna think about my
you
crush.
just
I'm gonna
stated your crush. You have
I'm
to think about
crushing on-
Rachel.
Rachel doesn't think about me that way.
No, this is getting weird. If we go too far down that road.
I'm
Rachel
gonna-
hit me up later. No, you look at my lips all the time because you're a
Yeah,
lip person.
I fucking love your lips. Girl.
Okay.
I can hear that.
Stephanie,
Just let you
it's
know.
your
It's a little
turn.
extra loud over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
Wait, Stephanie, you didn't answer.
Oh, what do I look at my crush?
Now, do they look? We're talking about your sexual compatibility with
Oh.
your crush. So you
I
don't
don't-
have to tell us who it is. But that's
no,
okay.
I don't know if I'm crushing on anybody. I don't have boobs, so usually I get looked at my eyes or my face anyway. So I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Okay. So yes or probably
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
How do you show your love to her or him? A hug, a long romantic kiss, a peck, taking her or him out and kissing.
Wait,
Them.
kissing,
Weirdest
pecking,
fucking thing to do.
Yeah, if they're just a crush, that'd be awkward. If I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey,
What
A
do you
hug,
do?
I guess.
Can I take you out?
That's true. Yeah.
No, I don't hug anybody, so no, none of these apply to me.
Yeah, that's true. You're just C-Bop, a peck.
I'll hug you.
A peck
Yeah.
on my crush? Ew.
Well, if we're talking about me,
I
am
don't-
I your crush
oh.
now? The last question I was, the question before that I wasn't.
It's open.
If we're talking about you,
I'm so confused.
wait, how do you show your love?
Yours is a peck.
I always like do physical things, like I like clean the house or make food or like whatever.
But those aren't the options.
Okay, so I guess
She
C,
doesn't understand how service.
a peck. Because you go, and I have to like beg you for
Stephanie,
a kiss.
what's your answer?
I hug.
You hug?
Yeah.
I'm a hugger.
You're
Well,
a
if it's
hugger?
my crush, yeah, and I don't want him,
Makes sense.
That's
I'm
true.
just gonna hug him. Like it's my way
A
of.
classic hug.
I get to touch you.
Who is
That's
having
good.
long
That's
romantic kisses
I'm not
randomly
gonna-
with their
yeah.
crush?
Who's
Yeah.
taking people out just to kiss them?
Yeah. Where are they taking them?
Wait, what's the next one? Sis?
Does he or she get nervous around you? Absolutely, yes, sometimes or no. So the first time when we met.
Yeah, you were a nervous wreck.
Was I?
Yes. You were all about like relationships, and I was like, no way. I just want to bug.
Yeah, I wanted to be in a
Chinese
relationship.
food.
We met like
Yes.
years before we started dating.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
Tinder.
I listened to the podcast. I felt
Oh,
like
yeah,
I knew
that's right.
Lindsay before I met her.
Yeah. Well, I was letting everybody else know. What about
They
about-
should have listened to the podcast.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Catch up.
Go
On
back.
previous episodes.
On previous episodes, you can hear our life stories.
I could see Stephanie. You get nervous around your crush, don't you?
I'm ridiculous.
Yeah, I
yes.
can totally see it. Yep.
And I'm so unaware if someone's flirting with me.
Yeah,
They
mhm.
could be
I feel
like,
the same way.
they could give me a compliment, and I'd be like, "That's so nice of you.
yeah.
that
And-
person's really nice."
I try. Yeah, like I try really hard to just take the compliment and like just
No.
assume that they're being
don't
nice.
act like you're taking. You know.
And
Yeah,
I,
that's true.
I
I do.
blush,
Yeah.
which is so embarrassing.
Oh, that is embarrassing.
It is.
I used to do that. I used to like when I was a lot more shy. I would just like I would just be like this, like a turtle in my shell. Like, oh, thank you.
Yes.
The most romantic song that could describe you and your partner. I don't know any of these songs. Beautiful Soul.
You beautiful soul.
I don't.
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone.
Okay.
I don't want my.
Without You. What's that
I
one?
don't really know. That could be
With
anything.
or without.
No, I don't-
you.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Without you.
I have no idea.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling.
There you go.
I swear I could fly.
I would totally be that person.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that.
in
That's
my-
a good Dance Revolution song.
What's Walk Me Home?
I have no clue.
I have no clue. So,
So-
I'm going with Every Time We
It's my
Touch.
era.
Every time we touch.
Good renditions by Lizzy-Bop over here.
I would get, yeah.
Those are my jams.
I would get the little
Yeah.
goodies every time we touch. So
Do you
that goes
sleep in the
with
same bed at night? With your crush?
me.
These are some fucking weird questions.
No.
I wouldn't sleep with. Oh, well, yeah, I guess we did sleep
Yeah, we
together.
did.
Yeah.
And then you told me to go away.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is married, so we do not.
Damn. That sucks.
How often do you make love?
Never.
In my head,
Once a year.
Yeah.
every night.
Every night.
Every
In my
night.
dreams.
It depends on when we were talking. We're pretty deep into our relationship
When we were first crushing, we had sex like lots of times a day.
now. I wasn't going to bring it up, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's normal.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it is when you're like
Yeah, but
new.
good.
I had a boyfriend break up with me. It was the beginning of our relationship. He's like, "You want sex too much." I'm like,
What?
Fuck?
I've had,
No guy.
no, that's,
No, it
That's a
literally.
real
I
thing.
got dumped for it.
I'm not gonna dump a girl for it, but
I
like,
don't like vagina.
no, that's a, listen, we don't all have fucking 100 kids. Some of us get tired of it after a while. Like, you know what? I just want to chill.
But it was like the
My eyes are
first.
down here.
Yeah.
It was like the first couple of months. Nobody's
Yeah,
usually in the
that's-
chill time, and that's a little
true.
too early for
I
chill.
agree with you there.
Okay.
And we only saw each
go
other
Blue
because we had opposite schedules, like 3 times a week. So that should have been
Oh,
sex.
yeah,
3
That's
yeah,
your
times a week.
time.
Yeah,
That's
okay. I
the
got
sexy
you.
time.
All right.
All right, so,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
What's
So
your
yeah,
wife?
he's probably secretly gay.
You're
every
right.
day. All right, every day.
Let's not go that far. Maybe he's just not into sex.
Maybe not.
Maybe he's asexual.
Maybe he
Yeah.
is.
That
There are
sucks.
people that just have like a lower sex drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
What is your idea of a good sex life? Well, depends.
Sex once per month, sex once per week, sex every day. Again,
I think once
Every
a week
day.
is like.
it depends.
I think once a week is like good for me.
It's every day.
I'm going
Every day.
between A and C every day or once a week.
I think once a week is like
You mean
chill.
fancy.
You know.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to do it during the week because I'm too fucking tired.
God, it's so exhausting. How
Yeah.
I'm so old now.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry for everyone out there that wants
Ugh.
more excitement. It's just when you're older, it's not.
How would
exciting.
you rate your
It's
sex
so
drive?
funny you say that because I'm 42 and I'm
I'm
like
36.
every day.
But I feel like at that point, I would like have like your second wind. You'd be like, okay,
But yeah, well, and you're single too. When I'm
Yeah.
single, dude, I'm fucking
yeah.
everything
When
all
I'm
the
single,
time.
I'm
I'm
horny all the
not.
time.
Yeah.
And then when I'm with you, I'm just not at all.
And that's
Right.
so funny
Yeah.
is I don't do anything.
James, love you.
Yeah. No, like when you're single and you like have all these like
You-
thoughts.
yeah,
you're like,
and you can
oh,
have
the-
sex with everybody.
Yeah, and like you meet someone, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting, and yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Everything is exciting when
Yeah.
you're single.
That's so
Fuck,
true.
Can we start
Let's be
Tinders?
single
All right.
again. Okay, next
You guys
question.
Yeah.
heard it here first.
Yep. Oh, is that the end?
Nope, 9 and 10.
What's 9?
Oh,
So-
sex is very important in order to have a happy marriage.
Yes,
1, strongly agree. 2, 3, 4, strongly disagree.
strongly agree.
Yeah.
Strongly agree.
How would you rate your sex drive? High, medium, or low? We're barely there.
It is barely there.
Yeah, we already we
go
already
with a
stated
medium.
ours.
Medium.
Go.
I have a higher sex drive than
I
you.
would go medium.
You think
high.
so?
Absolutely.
Okay. Lizzie has a higher sex drive
Let's
than
say
me.
you're low and I'm medium,
Wow.
and Stephanie's
That's
high.
the end because there's no way to fucking figure out. what
It
that
says
does.
continue.
Does it?
That's probably spam.
Yeah,
though.
that's a
I know. I
spam.
don't want. I'm not clicking it.
Thank
Until
you.
get adult breastfeeding.
I think
Yeah.
Stephanie wins because hers was way more exciting.
wait.
Yeah, yours is exciting,
Continue.
Stephanie.
Oh,
We never-
That's an IQ test. Sorry, guys.
We
I
never.
fell for it.
We were gonna do the. Do you still
Loser.
have Tinder, Stephanie?
No, you haven't set it up.
What?
Oh, I have to set it up.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to do. Like, well, I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I do, but
Well, I
haven't
mean, you have to set it up on your phone.
I
I'm not
can
gonna set it up
down-
on my phone.
You have to have all the right angles.
Right.
Ankles are important.
She's gonna let us set up dates with whoever we want and
Okay.
Yeah,
talk to them.
By us, he means you and Lizzie, because you guys run the podcast now. So.
Yeah, exactly. Who's that over there? I don't know who that is. Who's that talking?
I gotta put my resignation in real quick.
Write your resignation letter. So hey, yeah, we're at an hour and 30 minutes, and we promised we were gonna make this one short.
Yeah.
Yes, because I have kickball.
Let's wrap it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
Stephanie's got a life. And we
Stephanie, good fucking episode.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we.
I didn't even get
decided
to the
to,
other
like-
shit, like cupping.
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen that.
I've seen cupping. That's pretty common actually in like
Um,
MMA and stuff.
Well, and Michael Phelps did it in Rio.
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know what
talked
the
about
actual
that.
benefit is, but I feel like it has some benefit. I don't know.
But I think it was a success that we brought the girls on.
Yeah.
Very good job
It was
on
fun.
International Women's Day, which was totally unintentional, but that happened.
Yeah.
Then go ahead.
I was actually kind of nervous. I was talking to my friend over the weekend. I was like, "What if I'm too vulgar?"
No, you
did
can't
great.
be too vulgar.
And we talked about that. She goes, "Well, the only time I ever remember you being very vulgar is when we were at work and we were talking about squirting." I'm like, I don't remember
Oh,
that
man.
conversation.
I never talked about that at work yet. So
Not yet.
you win. I work with a male though, so.
I would have talked to my male coworker about fisting.
Oh really? We should get into that in one episode.
Fisting.
What,
Yeah.
fisting?
Yeah. Like some people like that. Like there's videos where people-
Extreme. We'll say like extreme sex.
I want to know like
stuff.
what happens to your vagina or your booty hole like if you're just fisting all the time. You know?
Prolapse.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
yes, because like Bonnie Rotten, who was one of my favorite porn stars. What? What?
Here,
I'm being honest.
Bob's
She's one
going
of-
on about her porn again.
She was a great porn star, and then she did so much anal that she prolapsed in like every scene after that, and she had to stop doing anal. It's really sad.
That is so-
That was a roller coaster.
That
It's really
was-
sad.
I did not.
She can't do
know.
anal anymore.
That's-
It's
No,
terribly
like,
sad.
you'll watch her scenes, and she'll just start prolapse, and she says she does. Like I've heard her on interviews. She's like, I don't even feel it, and she's like, what, 27?
That's so
Jeez.
sad.
Right? Because your butt doesn't go back like your vagina does. It's not a muscle.
I mean, can you do
Mm-mm.
Kegels for
Can
your
you
ass?
poop?
No, you just have to get
What happens
surgery.
when she poops?
She can
Does it just
poop. That's
fall
that's,
right
But like,
out?
I mean, if
It
you have to
just-
push it out, it's just gonna bloop. There
She
goes my
doesn't have to
butthole.
push- I don't think she has
Drop
to
my
push.
button.
But she doesn't do porn anymore, as
I
far as
did-
I know.
I would imagine
did
she still
learn,
poops.
Thora Birch's parents were both porn stars.
Yeah, I found that out too.
I don't know who that is.
Thora Birch, she was in American Beauty,
Mhm.
the
She's a
teenage
great
girl.
wreck.
I don't know.
She's good.
But yeah, her mom was in Deep Throat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
Yep.
that poor. I couldn't imagine growing up with my mom and dad being porn stars because I feel like guys would automatically have an expectation for you as an
Probably.
adult. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Or they'd want to come over just to like see your mom.
so
Mhm.
well, so my mom's gay. She's been with her partner for over 20 years, and I remember
Mhm.
being when I was a teenager, some asshole guys would be like,
Yeah,
"So does it run in the family?"
Yeah. Let me see if I can
that's weird.
whatever the gay out of you, or whatever,
Mhm.
or your mom or whatever.
No, they just wanted
Edit
to
that
know
out.
if like it's not gay if it's a 3-way kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It rhymes, so it makes sense.
Have y'all ever heard that song?
What?
It's not gay if it's 3-way.
What in the butt?
No,
No.
with a homie in the middle, there's some leeway.
No,
Wow.
what? What song is that?
We will play this after. It is one. It has the helicopter to impress a chick. Do helicopter dick.
Whoa.
what? No, I've never heard
Stephanie,
that.
lay down.
Have y'all not ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Oh my god! Y'all heard Dick in the Box?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Lonely Island.
Oh, okay, those guys. Yeah.
But they
Okay.
do with Justin Timberlake. It's not gay if it's a 3-way
Oh.
because with a homie in the middle, there's some leeway.
maybe I've
Whoa.
heard that. Was it on an SNL episode?
No.
That's
no, it
brilliant.
was out.
And
Okay.
Lady Gaga's in it, and they talk about to impress a chick, do helicopter dick to impress a chick, and then like, yeah.
I like it. It's a good song.
So it does work. I knew it.
Yeah, totally remember.
Been doing
now.
it years for now.
Wait, can we do a shout out?
Yeah.
To Ben. I don't know the last name.
Oh, Ben Caldwell.
Caldwell. He
Yeah.
gave us a bunch of porks,
Yeah,
different porks, and it's good. So thank you.
and it's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. He sent us pork. We should one day like set up a PO box for people to send us gifts. That'd
Their
be so
meats.
exciting to get like gifts for the. You know how people like send in like little things. Like we have our little table of things, which is exciting every time we get one.
Oh, I was gonna say also that when I posted a Instagram story saying that you're like the greatest feminist that I know.
Yeah, that's actually how I started. Or I had to keep going back, like, what all is
reading
this
what is
about?
this? And Scott, the guy that sent you the hammer, he was like, I would stick up for Johnny any day. And I was like, well, I'm glad
That's so sweet.
you will, because I'm not getting involved. But yeah, he was cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's sweet.
Thanks.
So
Thanks, Scott.
when I was first reading that, I thought it was like my best friend.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, dude, her best friend rocks. That chick's awesome. And I was like, oh, that says Johnny. That says boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Best friend and boyfriend all in one.
Way to go,
And
Johnny.
girlfriend.
I also love the drama, so I can't say it was 100% for feminism. But
That's okay.
I'm really passionate about those kinds of things because I fucking hate that like there aren't more girls in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big reason that it is. But also the drama it's great.
Yeah,
I love
you can't
it.
stay away.
Yeah. Come at me. I don't give a shit. Okay, let's wrap up this episode. We have to cruise combat. I've added it to our description now. So it's in all of our descriptions on YouTube, on Podbean, and we're starting to become better sponsorees. What is it?
Wait, no.
Sponsor.
Oh, yes. Bonnie Rotten.
Oh. No, we're not talking about that right
I'm
now.
sorry to take us back.
It's a family. I'm not going to shout
I've
them out right now.
seen her.
It's a family company.
Yeah, she has spider webs on her tits.
Yes, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, she used to be really popular.
I just didn't know her name.
Before the prolapse.
Yeah.
Of all the episodes for this to decline
I'm
this
sorry,
way.
but I like to talk about the things that
How
I
is
know.
it
And these are
declining?
things that I know about.
Huh?
I know about porn.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Johnny.
just saying I just
Women watch
tried
porn too.
shouting out a family company and it gets thrown. Oh, she's got spider webs on her tits.
They should know before they start sponsoring you that this is going to happen.
I don't know if he's listened to the whole thing or not.
They probably stopped listening because of
I
Mitch.
hope that they did. No, well, not because of that, just because they know what's coming. Anyways, do you have anything else that we have to cover?
No, just
No, we got stuff coming up though. We really do, and we say that we released the whole seminar on our Patreon because we picked up our activity on there and got a couple more sponsors. We've pretty much reached our goal of $100 a month, so we released that. If you're not already a member of our Patreon, make sure you go check us out. I fixed the name issue with it, so you should be able to look us up and subscribe there. You can get like technique videos that we do, little random bullshit that we put out, as well as when we get patches in, we'll send them to you. And eventually we'll start running deals on t-shirts and merch and stuff on there. So you'll get a special deal for being on the Patreon.
Yeah, I love the Patreon because that's how I even started.
You're still a member.
Yeah. With my $5 every month that I like to give.
I found out we have to upgrade to like the pro version in order to be able to like share the Patreon, to have like multiple people running the Patreon. And so I think like you have the password for it, right? Okay. Then I'm just going to block you on there.
Okay.
And then you can just go on there and look at what we posted.
The video?
Yeah.
Yeah, because sadly I forgot my own password to Patreon.
Oh, really?
And so
Yeah.
I haven't been able to
We can't figure out how to like stop accepting her money.
Oh.
And I need to go figure out my password so I can go in there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Guys, don't forget your Patreon password because we can't figure out how to stop taking your money and you're going to have to like delete that yourself.
I was thinking of an interesting idea for your Patreon might be for you guys to react to videos.
We've thought about that. Yeah.
I would like
We'd
to see
do
that. Right?
Yeah, just reactions to different like
MMA
funny videos
stuff.
or crazy videos.
Yeah, anything. I would like to react to some like MMA fights just to like for people to see how like a non.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like you watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one. Because Lizzy doesn't watch any of that kind of
This is stupid. The entire episode.
No, it's gonna be me just like.
Just be like,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And Mitch sucks.
She gets like hyped at stuff like Joe Rogan gets hyped, you know,
oh my
like
god.
well, it's always like Joe Rogan's always like, "Oh my god," and nothing happened, you know, and like Lizzy sometimes will like she doesn't fully see what happened. She's like, "Whoa!"
Was that a
Like,
home run?
yeah, nothing's happening yet, baby. Like, calm down.
Anyway,
Give
it'd be
me a few shots in and I'll Yeah, it'll be a lot
That's
like that.
exciting.
Yeah, that would
to,
be fun.
Drink and watch videos.
Let's
That'd
do
be
it.
fun.
We'll plan
play
it.
a drinking game.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do it. We'll plan it. I'm gonna have everything set up where we can do it
Everyone
easily.
should let us know if that's a good idea or a horrible idea.
Yes, comment on our stuff on our YouTube. Our YouTube is blowing up a little bit.
Also, a question that I've wanted to know: do you guys want fucking 50-hour episodes
Oh
or
yeah,
like a 1-hour episode?
Lizzie's been
Let me know.
championing for shorter episodes.
Yes, because like I get halfway through and I'm just like I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like no matter how much I want to listen to this, I just can't.
I've got a little bit of mixed reviews on that. Some people are like, "You guys are a little bit much," and I have to like break it
Yeah.
up. But those people are like, "I really love it though." It's just like
But you gotta like
there's so much in
you gotta
little
let
spurts.
people keep coming back for more.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
just get on topics and go down the rabbit hole and can't shut up about it.
Yeah, don't do it.
And if you guys have any questions that you want to ask Mitch or Johnny or Bob
Or Stephanie.
Or Stephanie.
or me, and you don't really want to say your name, don't worry. Just message me on Instagram at Stephanie Rough and Tumble.
There we go.
Stephanie
Perfect.
Rough and Tumble.
Or sorry, Steph Rough and Tumble.
Oh.
At Steph Rough and Tumble.
Mitch is looking it up right
STEPHTUMBLE.
now.
Yeah. There's like, yeah, you guys, you've got to work on your spelling.
I'm used to spelling my whole name.
Well, people have asked us like some of those like ROF. What? That's not how you spell anything.
Wrong.
You know, like.
That's the country form of roof.
Yeah.
Roof.
Okay, let's wrap it up. So, thanks for coming on, girls. This was a really awesome episode.
Yeah, it was
I'm
fun.
happy we did
this
it.
was
I liked
fun.
it.
Yeah, I'm.
It's so different being on this side of the world.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
And we wanted to get like I was thinking about it today. I was like, you know what? We never like fully introduced Stephanie to the show. You've just always kind of been over here. I think your first one was like, hey, we've got a guest coming in and we need you to run something. And so you just got stuck over in the corner and I wanted to bring you on. This worked out.
So am I getting fired this week? 'Cause I looked
Oh,
at
no,
today,
no.
like,
Yeah. Right
this-
now you're fired.
oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Next week you're going to, I might think about rehiring you for Mitch's current position.
This was my new interview.
You get the middle chair next week.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna slowly progress around the
Yeah.
table.
We might get you, All right, hell, get her a Dr. Pepper. It's her birthday. We'll get you a new chair. Yeah, you're fired. That's in. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.